Welcome to the Tax Playbook YouTube channel. But before we go any further, I'd like for you to click like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm Trenda Hackett CPA, and I'm with the Web CPA Virtual Tax Clinic. It's just a regular day here in the clinic. There are some days I don't schedule visits, and this is one of those days that I'm just sitting here preparing 2025 tax returns. But I just finished preparing this tax return that I thought was very interesting, and it dealt with a very interesting issue or tax benefit that I wanted you to be aware of. Not sure if you were aware of the One Big Beautiful Bill. There is a provision under that bill that says there's no tax on overtime. Did you hear me? There's no tax on overtime. So what does that look like in real life? So I have this client. I haven't contacted her yet, but I'm so excited to be able to contact her to let her know how much her tax savings were this year. So she brings in her W-2, and I'm looking at the W-2. And in box 14 of the W-2, there is a description that says OBBBOT, which means One Big Beautiful Bill Overtime, and it has an amount. And so what this means is that the amount in that box 14 for the overtime, it is included in her box 1 on her W-2. So what does that mean? If the law has given a deduction for the overtime, that means me as the tax professional, number one, I needed to know about the law. So I did know about it and expect to be able to handle it in my tax software. So what happens is when I put it in my tax software, what it does is reduce the amount of income in box 1 of the W-2 that my client is paying taxes on. So what I wanted to share with you today, first of all, that is a provision under the One Big Beautiful Bill. It starts in 2025 and it ends in 2028. That means no tax paid on overtime. That's exactly what it means. So in the case of my client, as I'm doing the return, so before this deduction, I'm going to look at my notes. Before the overtime deduction, my client owed $1,004. After I put the deduction in my tax software, the client owed let me take that back. The client has a refund of $2,895. Let me repeat that again. Before the reducing the box 1 by the overtime, my client owed $1,004. After putting that deduction in, her refund was $2,895. What does that mean? That means that she has a total tax savings of $3,899. You may be asking, why am I sharing this with you? You may have worked for a company and you received a W-2. I want you to make sure that your tax professional is aware that you did work overtime. If they understand the law, they'll see that amount. But not all companies will put that amount in that box 14. There are some companies that didn't put that amount in there because in 2025, they didn't have to. But make sure that you're letting your tax professional know that you worked overtime, because if you let them know, they have other means to go by and figure out what was your overtime that is qualified under this provision. And one of the ways they can figure that out is if you provide them with your last pay stub. So it should be broken out there. So if you are a taxpayer, you're looking for a tax professional whose desire is to help you keep more of your dollars in your pocket, why don't you go to our website at www.virtualtaxclinic.com. Check us out with the Web CPA Virtual Tax Clinic. We're here to help you today to alleviate the stress, but at the same time to put dollars in your pocket. So if you already have your tax professional, make sure that you're telling them whether or not you did worked overtime in your job last year. So just go and visit us at www.virtualtaxclinic.com. I'll be back again with another interesting deduction or tax benefit that I am finding for my clients in the tax clinic.